I think we might have our first official failure of this project, which, well, it sucks. But that's all right. Learning experience, everybody. So if you have made it this far in the video, you saw that we had to move these trees. And the reason that we had to move these trees is because they were right where our front porch is going to be. Now you might have said, well, why not move it back? Well, we can't move it back because we got to stay in that house while we're building the new one. And somebody, in the comments are gonna be like, well, why didn't you build behind that? Well, because that's where the septic system is. And I don't want to replace a $40,000 septic system because in Ohio, that's probably about what it's going to cost. So anyway, let's check out these trees. So we made some uh-ohs because we didn't think about it. And I tried to do it right. I tried to call equipment rental companies. Nobody had a spade. Not even Bobcat had a spade for a Bobcat. So I don't know. The excavator said, yeah, I can, take an hour and move them both. And, you're not out anything. So we were like, hey, let's try it. Well, the mistake we made is we did not wrap the trunks with any kind of burlap or anything. Probably should have done that because they got absolutely destroyed. And I'm going to show you that right now, especially on this one. So if we take a look, that one, this was the best tree on the property. There's only 4 of them. But for the last several years, this has been the beauty. And yeah, got real messed up. It's about 50% of the way around. But if you actually peel back the loose stuff, which I've already read online that I would have to do to try to salvage it, it's probably closer to 70%. And that's not good because that's how water transports up. And so you can already see it's been about 2 weeks and all the leaves are starting to turn yellow and look real saggy and brown. And this tree was very vibrant and healthy. And this one's not much. Actually, this one does look worse. What's funny is, well, not funny, but what's interesting to me is that this one does look worse, but the trunk is not nearly in as bad of shape as that one. So anyway, I went down the rabbit hole on ChatGPT, tried to figure it all out, and try to get an estimation on survival rate and what to expect. And they said somewhere between 30 and 50%. So let's call it 40%. Okay. Well, that's per tree. So then really, what are the odds when you throw a second one in? Maybe 20 that both of them make it. So it really sucks. But here's the thing. Okay. If you can envision it with me, oh, I guess I should turn that way. If you can envision it with me, we're trying to get this grand entrance look. I wanted to really keep these established trees so the whole place looks well established and not so much like a new build. But that's not going to happen now unless there's an arborist in the comment section that can, say, hey, this is exactly what you need to do. Then, hit me up. But on the other hand, what I'm looking for is hopefully maybe somebody from a local nursery in Southern Ohio can jump on here in the comment section. That would be amazing. And say, hey, I can get you a deal on a couple really mature maples or oaks, 12, 15 feet tall, can deliver them. So I don't know if that's possible or not. We did find one nursery in, it was up around Dayton, and we called them and they said that it would be about $600 per tree. That is delivery, install with a year guarantee. So it's a little more than what I would want to spend. But if I could find somebody that could maybe cut some sort of deal for about $1,000 this fall, I would probably go ahead and do that. And I do know I want to do it in the fall, again, from my ChatGPT research, because that's when they're going to be more dormant and the transplant is much less stressful. That process is less stressful on the tree. So if there's anybody out there that could make a referral or give me some sort of some sort of direction to go, please leave that in the comments. But I think these are toast. But on a brighter note, I am told that the concrete guys are going to be here on Wednesday to set up the forms so they can pour the basement walls on Thursday, and then on Friday we'll they will be back to remove those forms. And so we'll get the reveal of those 9-foot basement walls that we're doing. So that'll be pretty awesome. Hopefully you will stick around for that. I'll be bringing that content to you soon. In the meantime, if you would like and subscribe, comment below, especially if you're an arborist. Help me figure out how to get some beautiful trees established right here. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Thank you all so much for the support.